Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Former Macomb County prosecutor Eric Smith set for another day in court to determine if he's headed to trial. But first, Oak Park police investigating after a deadly shooting and crash outside of an apartment complex. And that does top our news at noon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Rhonda Walker. Police are saying that the victim was shot and then crashed into the apartment building. It happened around 11 o'clock last night in the area of Greenfield and I-696. Police are now trying to determine what led up to that shooting. As Nick Monticelli shows us, the gunfire and crash woke up the neighbors in the middle of the night.
Good afternoon. Let me show you the aftermath of what happened here after this car crashed into this apartment building. Neighbors say they could actually hear it revving up before it smashed in, but what they didn't realize is what happened right before that car crashed into this apartment.
So crazy. It's just like you never expect stuff like this to happen, but you know, like they say in life, crap happens.
Most of the people in this Oak Park apartment complex thought this was only an accident.
In 11:23, it woke me up out my sleep, and I said, oh boy.
This Cadillac crashed through the window.
The bumper was all the way in there. The bumper was past the front of the building, so it was all the way in there.
The back bumper was
the back bumper, yep, the whole car was in that apartment.
As board-up crews worked early in the morning, details began emerging. A 33-year-old man from Detroit was shot and killed inside his own car. Oak Park police say he crashed into the building, likely trying to escape. There was a female passenger inside who wasn't hurt, and fortunately nobody was inside this apartment.
It's unfortunate that it had to happen. I mean, whatever the reason that guy got shot for, I'm sure it wasn't worth it. And then now, not only do we have a car through the apartment, but someone lost their life out of it. So.
Sincere condolences to the loved one, and I hope they catch the guy.
Now, detectives say they really don't have a clear idea on what the motive is yet, why this man was shot, or who did it. If you know anything, saw anything unusual, please call Oak Park Police. Or in Oak Park, Nick Monticelli, Local 4.
All right, Nick, thank you. Hopefully someone comes forward. And let's turn our attention to the weather. And Andrew, we see lots of sunshine out there, but temperature-wise, it's still really cold.
You got that right, Rhonda. I mean, we have blue skies overhead, but temperatures way below average. Hopefully those car heaters are working for everybody if you're headed out. But remember to bundle up too. We got a temperature of 20 degrees right now. Not too bad. Temperature's up 5 degrees in the last hour. Still though, it's below freezing and below average for this time of year, and expect colder than average conditions later this afternoon. And it feels like 13. Those are the kind of wind chills we need to dress for, because that's how cold it feels if your skin is not protected. Don't forget the layers underneath your coat. Don't forget your hat, scarf, and gloves as well. 17 right now over in Lapeer, 15 in Sandusky. Now there is a bit of a breeze in some areas. Some areas the wind is calm, and that's good, but wind chills are still in the single digits in some places where there is a breeze of at least 5-7 miles per hour. Pontiac, it feels like 5. Sandusky feels like it's only 8. But grab your sunglasses and your coats. 23 to 24 for a high layer today, and we are snow free. Can we say the same thing about the weekend? What about next week? I've got some changes coming up in your full 7-day forecast.
Okay, Andrew, thank you. We are following breaking news, sad news out of Hollywood. Hollywood actor, comedian, and game show host Louis Anderson has died. His publicist says that Anderson had been battling cancer. He was a regular on network television when he created, produced, and starred in the animated show Life with Louie. He later hosted the game show The Family Feud for 4 years. He also won an Emmy for the critically acclaimed show Baskets and gave us many, many laughs on stage over the years. Louis Anderson was just 68 years old. Facing plummeting poll numbers, President Biden is trying to reset, and the White House is in cleanup mode after the president caused some confusion on a number of topics during his news conference on Wednesday. Democrats stand by the president, but Republicans pounced with eyes on the midterms. Let's get to Bree Jackson. She joins us now with the very latest from Washington.
The White House looking to repair remarks the president made earlier this week regarding Russia. Meanwhile, a new NBC poll shows that the president is struggling to satisfy voters on certain issues.
Well, let me start by first saying a few words about Russia and Ukraine.
President Biden entering year 2 of his presidency, walking back statements made the last day of year 1.
Let there be no doubt at all that if Putin makes this choice, Russia will pay a heavy price.
The president sent shockwaves through Europe after appearing to suggest there's wiggle room with what Russia could get away with in Ukraine.
It depends on what it does. It's one thing if it's a minor incursion.
The White House playing defense Thursday, further clarifying the president's words while emphasizing actions he took to help Americans and fight off COVID.
We have caught up dramatically. We've made incredible progress this year on building and now shipping out these tests.
Republicans insist Democrats have done more harm than good.
We look at the accomplishments. We got an economy that is damaged. We've got cities and streets that are dangerous.
A new NBC News poll gives a glimpse of how the public perceives the president's performance, showing an overall approval rating of just 43%. 53% are unhappy with his handling of the pandemic. On the economy, 6 in 10 disapprove of the job the president is doing.
When you go to the grocery stores, you find things 3 and 4 times higher than it used to be, but our paychecks are not 3 and 4 times higher.
President Biden contends his Build Back Better plan would help address price increases. The legislation previously stalled in the Senate, but the president hopes breaking it up into smaller pieces revives it. Today, President Biden will make his case to the nation's mayors when he addresses them at a conference here in Washington, D.C. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
All right, Bree, thank you. Meanwhile, Secretary of State Anthony Blinken met Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. They met today in Geneva, Switzerland. Blinken says talks with his Russian counterpart was frank and substantive and warned of massive consequences should Russia decide to invade Ukraine. With 100,000 Russian troops amassed near the Ukrainian border, many fear Moscow is preparing to invade, although Russia denies that. New research from the CDC shows a booster dose of the COVID-19 vaccine significantly reduces a person's odds of hospitalization from the Omicron variant. The 3 new studies from the agency are among the very first to look at the vaccine's impact on Omicron in the United States, which now accounts for more than 99% of all of the new cases in the country. Meanwhile, according to an NBC News tally, the United States surpassed 69 million cases of COVID on Thursday. The milestone comes just a day after the U.S. surpassed 68 million cases of COVID. In addition, and it's hard to believe, more than 864,000 people have died from this virus. That was reported since the start of the pandemic. Starting tomorrow, all non-U.S. travelers will be required to provide proof that they are fully vaccinated in order to enter the United States. Here at home, we expect updated coronavirus case numbers and deaths from the state of Michigan later this afternoon. There's a new phone line to order at-home COVID test kits. Here's the number. You might want to save it. It's 800-232-0233. You see it right there on the bottom of your screen. Each household can get 4 free tests. You can also still order on the government website, which is covidtest.gov, which launched earlier this week. One person is in the hospital after a house fire on Detroit's west side. Fire crews were on the scene this morning near the 1800 block of Wisconsin Street. Officials say a 75-year-old female had to be rescued from the second-floor bedroom window of the house. She does have burns on more than half of her body and is listed in critical condition. Officials say that the cause of the fire is believed to be accidental and that cause is under investigation. The search continues for Zion Foster. She is the 17-year-old from East Point that's been missing since earlier this month. Detroit police are now questioning her 21-year-old cousin, who she was last seen with. The missing teen's family, as well as police, are concerned for her safety and are asking for the community's help in finding her. The state case against former Macomb County prosecutor Eric Smith is scheduled to continue today. Smith is accused of embezzling more than $600,000. He pled guilty to federal obstruction of justice charges last year, but still faces state-level charges of embezzlement and misconduct in office related to misuse of drug forfeiture funds. Today's preliminary hearing will determine if there's enough evidence for trial. So to come here on your Friday, Grammy Award singer Adele is pumping the brakes on her highly anticipated Las Vegas residency. What we are learning about her decision, an emotional one, and why she is putting those shows on hold. But first, sad news from the world of rock and roll. Legendary singer and songwriter Meat Loaf has died.